I got a patron request from Jaeyoon to review the Netflix body swap comedy Family Switch. There's something about the body swap concept that offers so many possibilities, thus there's a reason movies and television show episodes with this idea keep getting made, and why actors are often enthusiastic to do them. So I'm never surprised when a new one comes about. What did surprise me about Family Switch is who directed it. The movie was directed by Joseph McGinty Nicol, otherwise known by his childhood nickname and professionally as McG. He is primarily known for action movies, although the only other film of his I've seen is the 2000 Charlie's Angels movie, so I don't have an overall opinion on his filmography. Nonetheless, based on his prior work, this still feels like an out-of-left-field choice for him. Unfortunately, I did not think much of Family Switch. The ingredients are there for potentially enjoyable body swap comedy, but I just did not find it that funny. The large majority of the jokes landed flat for me, and I did not think it took full advantage of the concept. One problem comes from the main family, most of whom I did not find all that interesting. And when they swap bodies, I did not buy most of them as the versions of the other person. For example, when the daughter ends up in the mother's body, they dumb her down from how she acted prior to the switch. In contrast, when the mother is in the daughter's body, Emma Myers was spot on. She is easily the best part of the movie and makes the daughter into the film's most sympathetic character as you understand her frustrations. Myers also gets the few funny moments in the movie as she captures the mother's personality and provides some great reactions. The father and son were completely off for me. I guess they were trying to do a reversal on the usual body swap formula. Usually the adult is more serious and uptight and the child is goofy. Here the father is goofy and the son is more serious, but I did not think the gags worked all that well. Meanwhile, there's an additional subplot where the baby and dog swap bodies, but they don't do a whole lot with that. In fact, you would think this would cause the greatest concern among the family, but they instead just leave them with a neighbor with occasional scenes to remind us this is also going on. There are so many hilarious jokes they could have mined from this, but they really don't. But hey, it's nice that the baby from Son the Mask is still getting work. By the way, this is a Christmas movie, but setting it during that time serves very little function. This could have been set during Arbor Day or Easter, and they would have to change very little. It would not surprise me if this was originally set during any time of year, but it was changed to Christmas out of the hope that people would turn it into an annual tradition. My reasoning for this is even though the movie takes place between December 22nd and 25th, school is somehow still in session and then not on winter break yet. What school is open on Christmas Eve and having a final exam? Why is the mother's big important pitch for a development project scheduled for shortly before Christmas? Then you have the incestuous vibes going on in Family Switch. There are quite a few uncomfortable scenes here, especially since the father and mother's arc involves them finding their romantic spark again, in their teenage children's bodies. And this is not me looking too much into it either. There's a scene where the mother's friends tell her to kiss the father, and because the son and daughter are in their bodies, they are visibly uncomfortable. They really prolong that bit too, and I wanted to end as much as they did. The best body swap movies try their best to make the audience avoid thinking about these undertones. Family Switch, on the other hand, just lays it all out there for us. The characters being uncomfortable and finding it icky also means we are, and it becomes distracting rather than amusing. Besides the daughter, one other thing I'll compliment the movie on is it was nice seeing Rita Moreno as the, I guess, witch who pulls the body swap spell on them. Even though she does not have a lot to work with, she does what she can with the material, and it's always great to see her in something regardless of the movie surrounding her. But overall, I just did not find Family Switch to be particularly funny or that it did anything interesting with the body swap concept. One of the most important elements of these kinds of movies is making us believe that it really is the other person's brain in the other body, and aside from Emma Myers, I felt the actors did not quite capture the person they were supposed to be imitating. There's a really interesting article that was published by The Ringer a few years ago that interviewed filmmakers who have made body swap movies and the process they and the actors take in telling this kind of story and making it work on screen. It even goes into how they avoid the possible unfortunate connotations that can happen with such a premise. I'll put a link in the description if you're curious. Anyway, if you've seen Family Switch, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for the request, Jaeyoon.